Excellent stuff. Thank you very much, Sarah. Okay, welcome back to the program, everybody. I'll tell you who's here. Bruce Druitt is here from Canadian Paraplegic Association. How are you?
I'm doing
great. Good to see you, Bruce.
Good to see you again.
In the chairs today, Bob Ray, the interim Liberal leader, is here, along with Laurie Hahn, Conservative MP from Edmonton Centre. How are you?
I'm great. How about you?
How's it going so far, fellas?
Very good, thank you.
It's a challenge, though, isn't it?
It is a challenge. Yeah. Even the little bumps, the little blockages make it hard to get across, and it's a lot slower. You got to plan your time completely differently.
Exactly.
And your doors here are kind of narrow, you know that.
Yeah.
I know. Bob pointed that out. It's the first thing he said. First, the changes will be made.
Few improvements need to be made.
Yeah. Bruce, this is an opportunity that every year you present to MPs and other individuals.
Absolutely.
Right, to experience what you experience every day.
Yeah, this is our 4th year of doing this on the Hill. Try to involve new people every year to experience what we do on an everyday basis. We really want to get the point across that the chair isn't the barrier, it's the barriers that society puts in place.
Like our narrow doors and the hole in the cement, right, Bob?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, and of course it becomes exacerbated in the winter with the snow and the slush. And
is that the worst time of year?
It can be right up there, absolutely. It's often hard to get a grip on your chair when it's slippery conditions and so on.
And just before we came on, Bruce pointed something out. I mean, imagine trying to carry around a hot cup of coffee.
Well, we had breakfast this morning, and buffet table. I had a glass of juice and a muffin on a plate. I said, okay, now
what do you do?
Now what do I do?
Yeah.
I can balance the muffin, but I can't balance the glass.
You got to figure it out, right?
Let alone a hot coffee.
Yeah, and that's like challenge 1 of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've made a lot of. I don't know. My sense is we've made a lot of progress in terms of public buildings and access and ramps and the curbs and the rest of it over the last 25 years. But it's still, I think, important for everybody to realize that we've got a long way to go.
Are we making progress in that area?
Oh, I think we are. I think over time that we're becoming much smarter. We're actually understanding universal design, that we actually do things like curb cuts. It doesn't benefit only people who use a wheelchair, but people using strollers, pulling luggage and so on. So I think we really have to become a lot smarter that way and understand the broader benefits that come from it.
And this is just habits that we've gotten into over time that we have to change, right? In the construction of things, in the engineering of different things that we don't even really think about.
It needs to become standard. We've got 86,000 people in Canada right now with spinal cord injuries, and we're adding about 4,300 every year. So, the challenge is not going to go away. The challenge is only going to get bigger.
What about at Parliament Hill, Bob? Have you found anything that has been
the long hallways are great. You can really get up a good run there.
Stopping
and starting is not so easy. But we now have a member of Parliament who's in a chair. She sits in the front row. She has a specially designed desk that she can come in and out. But still, when you look at the actual structure of of getting up and down stairs and up and down, there's just so many places where we put that we haven't figured out yet that the design is old-fashioned.
And of course, we've got Stephen Fletcher, who's a quadriplegic who can't use any kind of a desk. So it's these kind of things, and these people have a lot to offer. I mean, just because their bodies don't work so well, their brains are working just fine. We need to find a way to accommodate.
Yeah, Stephen Fletcher's one guy you can follow around and watch what he does, and really get an idea of how to go about your business.
I think he's amazing. I mean, I've been with him on planes and everywhere. He's quite extraordinary.
Bruce, he uses his mouth, right?
Yeah, sip and puff it's called, in order to move,
control various things.
To control the chair, absolutely.
And the different amounts of air. And
absolutely. Controls the direction and speed of the chair.
Right.
So, I mean, it just goes to show how far technology has come to enable these types of opportunities. And, what CPA really wants to do is to see greater opportunities for social inclusion and economic independence. Just because people may suffer a catastrophic injury doesn't mean that they're still not capable of working and so on, and many do and can and lead very rewarding lives, and that's what we want to be able to continue to foster.
You got an obstacle course coming up at noon that you're going to have to deal with, and the full day ahead of you, so I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming down today and joining us.
Great to see you.
Pleasure. Good to meet you.
Great to see you.
Pleasure. Good seeing you again.
Go Oilers.
Absolutely. Go Oilers.
All right. Ask the Experts coming up with their good friends from Watson's Pharmacy. They're joining us today. We're going to talk about anti-aging. It's a subject I'm interested in, that's for sure. That's coming up next here on CTV Morning Live. It's 9:15. We'll be right back.